The game sort of sums up the season. It's I thought there was better intent today with the bat, and that's something we've been looking for, is just to free up. We've been sort of tense, so we haven't been creating pressure on the bowlers and also losing wickets. So today we were trying to be more positive, or deliver a more positive performance. I thought we showed that. I thought Brevis was outstanding, and again we're probably victim to a match-winning catch. It was going well. That was an outstanding catch. We had Ryan Parag in a game at Guwahati who took a great catch as well. So a couple of key moments there that they earned and did well. But then it was sort of like it was two teams that were nervous about winning, going hammer and tong on a tough wicket, and it was tough to watch. We created some chances, and which, to be fair, with the ball we have at times during this tournament, but we were just probably 25 runs short of a match-winning score. Yeah, it's a more positive performance, but again, there's still some clumsy errors at crucial times that it just put us back. When you're building a bit of momentum and some pressure, and we just couldn't sustain that long enough, unfortunately. It's hard to say we got it completely right with the performances that we've had. So we have been looking over that in detail, just around our style of play, also looking at how the game is evolving, and it's not easy, and that's why we're proud of our record today, that we've been able to be consistent for so long, and it doesn't take much for it to go another way. Other teams have got better, and that's the point of the auction, but we just haven't been able to get it right. So you take responsibility from the top down, and then you just ask a little bit more of the players. But yeah, that has to be an area where we need to reflect and say it wasn't as good as what it could have been, or it hasn't worked out how we wanted. But it's also not a perfect science. The auction is a very fluid beast. It's like buying 25 houses, so you come away at the end of it mentally and sometimes physically exhausted. And to be fair, I still think we've got a good squad. We're not far away. A couple of key injuries, just a bit of a lack of form, and we've just struggled really to nail a game plan. Chopped and changed too much, but I think was trying to look for something that perhaps we felt wasn't there. So yeah, there's a lot of responsibility and soul searching, and certainly starts with me at the top, 100%. We're not far away. I know it seems for fans to be hard to hear, but our top three is really crucial, and we've just struggled to be consistent with selection with that and form, so a bit of both. Losing Rutu is a big blow. He's our absolutely class act at the top. If you look around the tournament, you see teams that are doing well. The majority of the runs is coming from the bulk of the runs is coming from the top, and then it all flows into place. So we haven't had that, and we've just stuttered our way. Our middle order has been out of order, and it's just sort of flown on. But we haven't been as good as we could be. Some of our game sense and some of our shot selection, it's a mixture of trying to be smart and also watching a lot of sixes and fours. I'm a believer that the game hasn't evolved that much, so just trying to be smart and trying to be positive and give evidence that percentages still work, but all around there's a bit of chaos, isn't there, with teams playing well. And I think I said it in a Grumpy interview a few weeks ago that we'll see it towards the end of the tournament, which team will come through, and it's an intriguing watch to see settled sides and teams with younger sort of flair battling it out and watching the cream rise. And I will watch with interest to see towards the end what the highest run scorers are and what teams are doing well, because that's part of the reflection as you move forward. We're trying to bolt things on all the time. I thought Brevis was excellent today. Mahatre has been refreshing. We're giving guys opportunities, and that is something that often doesn't come along in an IPL, and you don't want it to come along. It's an unwanted bonus, so we will work very hard on every game to try and find some more answers for next year, and that includes the whole squad. So that's a good challenge to have. Yeah, Padarana in South Africa, he was way off, and yes, there was an issue with his action, and that might be a question for Sri Lankan cricket. But we've certainly looked to try and get him back into form and get him back to what we think is his best action and his best opportunity performing well. He's not far away. He's made a massive improvement in the 2 months since South Africa. And we just hope he keeps making that improvement. Part of his evolution is he is going to try things and be asked to try things, and he will settle at some point on an action that will give him the best results. He bowled 2 good overs today, but again, it's just that ability to sustain the pressure, and with that action, you need to be spot on. So there's a little bit of leeway with that everything has to be in the right sync to go well. VJ hasn't been in great form. He is a versatility player up and down, but he hasn't had the returns that he would like or we would like, and it's that point of the tournament where we are looking for a little bit of change, one to find out where players are at looking forward, and also to give opportunities of players who are performing well or doing well in the nets and in warm-up games. We're doing a lot of work away from the stadium and just making sure that we are giving these guys the best opportunity to perform. So opportunities come when teams aren't clicking, and Huda just got a chance today. I guess. The game's not at that point. I know England used to use a system of cards, but we've got a captain out there that's got one of the best cricket brains in the world who's pulling the strings, and I'm a firm believer that the beauty of this game is that it's predominantly still controlled on field. So I'm very loath to be instruction based. I know there's a big push for it, but I think upskilling players and doing a lot of work off the field is still the beauty of this game, and empowering players to think for themselves rather than becoming robotic is something that I'd like to treasure. We're well aware of the support, and it's not just at home, it extends throughout India. We understand the effect MS Dhoni has with our support, but when we see the amount of yellow that turn up game after game, certainly here at Chiphook, but when we're around the country experiencing that, there is a responsibility that we feel, and it's a heavy one, and to not reward that with performances weighs very heavy on the group, I can assure you that. Look, we've had some good seasons. This is not a good season, but the fan support has been unwavering, and that's what you ask, that there's a balance of understanding that we can't win everything. We'd love to be at the pointy end all the time, and our record suggests we're pretty close, but I'm really proud of the support we get, and I'm disappointed and heavy that this season has gone the way it's gone, and that reflects all the players that are involved. When they come to play for Chennai, one of the things they look forward to is being in yellow in front of a yellow crowd, and to not perform up to our expectations, but more importantly the fans' expectations, leaves us very empty. So what they will get is an absolutely strong commitment that we will do everything in the next few matches to play well. We still want to win games, but we also will do everything we can to improve the squad, our philosophy, and there will be no stone unturned in terms of our reviewing what we've done and what we need to do.